Alright, so today we're making some vegan bacon. I had a short week, so instead of inventing a burger this week, I wanted to try out some bacon that I might be able to use on some of my bloom burgers in the future. And I'm going to pair it with these sweet potato biscuits to make a classic bacon, egg, and cheese vegan style. So the 4 different kinds of bacon that we made today are mushroom bacon, rice paper bacon, tempeh bacon, and seitan bacon from Benevolent Earth. Let's make our marinade for these bacons. So we're gonna start off with about 3/4 cup of soy sauce, a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar, about a 1/4 cup of maple syrup, a 1/4 cup of olive oil, about half a tablespoon of miso paste. I use my finger. I have a spice mix here: salt, pepper, smoked paprika, and garlic powder. And just about a teaspoon of liquid smoke, hickory flavored. And we'll whisk that up and be ready to go. Let's just get a final taste, make sure we're not missing anything. It's really good. It's smoky, a little bit sweetness, and the spices just give it depth of flavor. So let's get started making this bacon. So let's start with the mushroom bacon. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna crisp this mushroom up real nice in the oven at high temperature. So we'll put it in there at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes until it gets to that crispy bacon consistency. You might consider this bacon, you might just consider it a delicious mushroom, but regardless, we're gonna see how it tastes on our biscuit. So I'll just take a little bit of this marinade just to coat these cremini mushrooms, and I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up, get it on a baking sheet, and get it into the oven. So I'm using this baking sheet for my Breville Smart Oven that has some slits in it, just because I want that heat to come through from the bottom as well, so we'll get an even crisp on this bacon. And I've lined the oven with some parchment paper just to make sure we don't get too much drip in the oven. So the next bacon we're gonna make is tempeh bacon. So tempeh is a fermented soybean product that comes from Indonesia. It's super high in protein, it's very digestible, really good for you. And today I'm using Wiwa's tempeh. This tempeh is made right here in the Woodlands, Texas, so I really like that it's local, we can support her business, so go check them out. So we'll let that marinate for about an hour. And on the second side, we're gonna cook for another 3 minutes, but I just wanna make sure I get a little more marinade, because that's why I have this beautiful looking, crispy golden brown on this tempeh. So the next bacon we're gonna try today is rice paper bacon. So I have some rice paper, AKA spring roll skins here that I got. So they look like this. When you wet them, they become more easy to form together, and that's kind of how you make the spring roll. But what we're gonna do is wet 2 of these together to get a thicker piece of bacon, and then dip it in our marinade. Now as we make our rice paper bacon, I need to add a little bit of nutritional yeast to my marinade just so the marinade will stick to the bacon, the rice paper a little bit better. So I'll add a little less than a tablespoon. I have 2 about even sized strips of rice paper right here. I'm going to dip them in water first. And you see how those stick together real well. I can't really pull those apart at this point. And now I'm going to dip in my marinade. That seems to be binding, adhering pretty well actually. And after this, I'll go ahead and put it on the parchment paper, repeat for about 7 to 8 strips of bacon, and we'll bake that in the oven at 400 for about 7 to 9 minutes. Alright, so the last bacon we're gonna make is seitan based. So that is vital wheat gluten. It's actually a grain based bacon, if you will. So I got this at Whole Foods. It's Sweet Earth brand benevolent bacon, flavored with hickory and sage. The seitan would have probably taken me, it's like 2-hour process to make, so I was like, let me just buy this first, see if I like it before I do it myself. So let's get this one on the stove. So let's go ahead and make our sweet potato biscuits with our vegan bacon, just egg, and BioLife cheddar. Let's start with some of this mushroom bacon here. Pretty crispy. And we'll take our first just egg. Boom, numero uno. Next, we'll do our rice paper bacon. Listen to how crispy that is. Whoa! Let's get another one. All right, interesting consistency there, but that one probably looks the most like bacon to me, honestly. There it is, our tempeh. We'll double layer that. And last but not least, our seitan bacon. That's a good piece. And there we go. There's our 4 bacon, egg, and cheese. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know which bacon you'd like to see featured on the next Bloomburger, and we're gonna go eat. So thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.